Oh shoot. What's up, everybody? Y'all got me running this morning. Oh my goodness. Let me turn this light down a little bit. Y'all ain't got me in here while I'm in here proper at all. Let me back this up a little bit. What's going on? What's going on? Can everybody hear me? If you can hear me, say yes. I haven't had time to do my testing. Nothing. What's up? Hello, guys. What's up for size? Jeremiah's Play Zone is here. Miss Shirley. Brent is here. What's going on? Okay. Y'all, I'm tired. Y'all wore my ass out this week. Well, all the new stuff that I have been trying to put things through, huh? Thank you. Y'all like the red, girl. It's red. I got the burgundy for the fall going on, honey. Yeah, I'm trying something. I always go a darker color in the fall and all that other stuff and everything. Yeah, this is a new look. Yeah, it's cute. I'm not there yet because I sat up here hanging out with Brenda. What is Envy? Who else was on that call over on Discord? Stayed up all damn night until, oh my God, what was it, 7 o'clock in the morning? I had been up all day. The person who kicked it off was Jeremiah's Play Zone. Then after Jeremiah's Play Zone came Miss Shirley and Envy. And then after that, it was Brenda and I believe another girl from Australia. Tanya, all y'all had my ass up until 7 a.m. in the motherfucking morning. I did not sleep. And then everybody's like, oh, go to sleep. I couldn't go to sleep. It was too much stuff. Y'all don't understand. Since I'm starting all this new stuff with you guys, there's a lot. I'm a workaholic. Okay, that's my problem. I'm a workaholic. I can't go to sleep knowing I got to do other stuff. Yeah, it was okay. Yeah, it was Lorraine. Lorraine. It was Lorraine and Brenda on the phone all the way from on the other side of the pond all damn night talking about any and everything. But what ends up happening is that because I'm a workaholic on a natural, that's my natural thing. I can't go to sleep knowing there's things I have to do. Because by me managing other people, I like to get stuff done and get it finished. And I had homework and stuff to do on both sites on the IG page. And speaking of IG, would y'all please stop having me look like a pathetic IG person and go over there and give me some friends? Okay, follow me on IG. The Chinese drama addict, please, thank you. I got like 6 people following me. I had it on my personal page and then I made a separate page for it. So to keep things separately, because I have a lot of different people working in music and they're not used to seeing me how you all see me. So it's just best for me to make a separate page. So go over to IG, add me or follow me on IG, please. And then if you don't like Facebook that much, I don't care about I care about the Facebook page, but if you're an IG person, do that. And then go over to Discord. So when I send out a mass text that I'm going to be on, then everybody can jump on and we can all have a conversation. Because there is a mass DM that I'm online that I can send out, and then everybody can join in and we can all talk like good girlfriends on here, okay? All this new social media stuff is crazy. And did y'all look at my subbies? I'm almost to 400 subscribers, y'all. The IG name is the same, the Chinese Drama Addict. It's the same, precise, just like the channel. I don't do nothing no different. Okay, I know some of you all did it on the other one when I asked, but I changed my I made a whole nother IG page and changed my private one back to private. So if I added you as a friend and you're on my private IG, that's fine too. You understand? But for right now, go over to the Chinese Drama Addict IG and follow me so I don't look pathetic with only 6 fucking followers. Okay? Y'all can't be having the empress looking like, bitch, you are just, who are you? Okay? So with that out of the way, what's up, Celine? Everybody is in the house. We got 6 people in the house. All of my original gangsta maymays are in the house. And this is something I wanted to tell you guys. People keep saying when you get bigger, your channel's gonna blow up. I don't know if it's gonna blow up or not. That's wishful thinking. That's prayers. That's from you all's mouths to God's ears. However, this is how I am. If you started out with me in anything from the beginning, you are in my inner circle. Okay. I call you guys the Empress Circle. All right. I know every last one of you by your sign-ons and some of you by your actual names. There will never be a time if I end up getting 1 million subscribers that I will forget any of you ladies ever. Do you understand? I need to make this very clear because a lot of people tend to say, oh, she just saying that to be fluffy. I'm not a fluffy bitch, okay? I ain't got time for that kind of shit. I'm the type of person, thank you. I'm the type of person that when people start out with me in the beginning, I never forget them ever at all. And that's another reason why I sent you all fans, because of the fact that I appreciate you guys so much. You just don't know. This started out as something, just somebody giving me an idea, and it is slowly but surely morphing into other things. I'm going with the flow of it because my daughter's like, girl, she said, you don't quit freaking out. I said, I'm not used to this. I'm used to being behind the scenes for everyone. Yes, it's cold as hell. It's cold in Chicago right now. We're in the 60s, and when you're closer to the lake, it feels like 50s here. So yeah, it's sort of cold. And I just came from outside not long ago, making sure there are no small cracks in the foundation of my building, just in case little critters want to try to find a home. You know, Phil might send out scouts at this time of the year to try to find a new home for the winter, and this motherfucker is not going to be the home. And then I put out the poison and stuff, so that way I kill them before they even try to come in the house. So that's a 2-pronged thing. Y'all, I ain't got no damn husband. I have to do shit on my own. Jeremiah's Play Zone. How do I connect with you on Discord? All you have to do is when you go to Discord, there is a area on the side that says voice server. I think it's like a voice thing. It says voice something. Hold on one second. Y'all still gonna be able to see me, but I'm not gonna be able to see y'all. Okay. Hold on one second. And there is an area on here that says voice channels, and there is an area that says the Empress Circle. You click on that and unmute your mic, and that's how you're able to talk to me. Okay. Okay. You know what, Miss Shirley? Forget you. It's 85 degrees in LA. It is cold as fuck in Chicago. I want to be in LA with you. Shit. Let's see. Yeah, you are, and yeah, you guys on your that's a good suggestion, Brenda. All you guys share my IG profile on your Instagram, so that way I'll be able to get more people to follow and stuff like that. So, and I wanted a big shout out to Brenda because she's been helping me with the IG stuff. I really do appreciate that. And anybody else who has any ideas, I appreciate it too. What's up, NB? How you doing? No, you did not miss anything other than me talking about how y'all kept my ass up the other night. And I've been thrown off because I woke up Thursday morning thinking it was Saturday, running around this damn place. Talking about I got a show today, and Jess was like, "No, you don't. It's Friday. What are you talking about?" I was way off, thrown way off, because I had missed a whole day of damn sleep messing around with y'all in Discord. Because everybody was hitting me up, everybody. And the funniest one was Jeremiah's Play Zone, because she caught a bitch without all that makeup on. I'm like, I'm hearing my computer going off funny, and I'm like, hello? And I know this girl was like, who the fuck is that? That's not bad. Like, bitch, that's fat without no makeup on. So y'all caught me a few times. And in Discord, don't worry. I'll be seen if you don't want to be seen. But if we all do voice, that's fine too. We all don't have to be on there. We all don't have to know what each other looks like. I appreciate that. Sometimes I can smoke cigarettes quietly in my house without nobody knowing. It was nice talking to y'all at 3 o'clock in the morning. What foundation do I wear? I wear Fenty foundation by Rihanna. Yep, I wear Fenty by Rihanna. And then I've just tried her skincare line that she just came out with called the Fenty Skin, and it is magnificent. I love it. She's got this one product that I really like a lot, past the cleanser and the past the cleanser and the moisturizer. It's this stuff called fat water, and baby, that shit evens out any little dark spots that's on your face in about a week. And I'm like, I love this shit. I'm like, I have to give it to Miss Rihanna. She's got some great skincare. I already loved her foundation because you only need a pea size to cover your whole face. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, she is. Rihanna is great with her foundations. Okay, on fashion show. Okay, girl, I can't be her model. Rihanna. You know what, Miss Shirley, you give me too much goddamn credit. Rihanna would not have me on as a foundation model. Them girls are skinny. I got all these goddamn road lines on my damn neck, girl. Fly. These rings counting the years I've been alive on my fucking neck. Okay. But thank you guys for being so gracious with your compliments. You know what? I may who knows? She may see it or not, or something. I don't know. But y'all, I'm doing one goddamn thing at a time because y'all are getting me with just trying to get stuff together so I can be able to communicate with y'all. Yeah, yeah, more mature models. I agree, Miss Shay. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what I use on my face. I am loving right now. She has a special on her her cleansing her skincare line. You get all three, and I mean big ass bottles. Hold on one second. I'm gonna show y'all these bottles that I just got. Hold on one second. Okay, I'm back. All right, so you get this thing right here, Fenty Skin Cleanser, and this is a big one, and the fat water. You see this one? This is a fat water. This is what evens out the skin. It's like a toner, but it's like a jelly like toner. It's really nice. And then the moisturizer right before you put it on the bed. And this thing is, I love her packaging. Her packaging is so smart. This is like a refill. So you keep this and then you get a lot of product from her. And all you need is two pumps of this, and it'll cover your whole fucking face. That's what I love about her product. You'll have this shit for at least 6 months. 6 months of face care, 6 to 7 months, depending on how you are with this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how you are with cleaning your face every day. I clean my face twice a day. I do it in the morning and then before I go to sleep. Now, I spend money on my face, y'all. So you got to understand all three of those products all together. She has a set. It was $75. Honestly, I've spent more than that on just small cleansing. It was $75 for all three, and these are big sizes, and they're gonna last you 6 fucking months. I couldn't beat that because I've spent more on stuff like that, and I'm going back to the store every other month to go replenish it. So it's not bad. What's up, Light Angle? What's up, everybody? Almost everybody's in here. My normal 12 or 14. We get more and more people coming in. So If you're just coming in, I want you guys to follow me on IG, the Chinese Drama Addict on IG, and share my IG page with everybody on your profile. And then on Discord, underneath this video in the description box, there is an invite. So if you're not in the Discord area, and on our Discord server, go down there, invite, press the invite, and then go inside where it says the Empress Circle under the Chinese Drama Addict server. Click that, unclick your mic. That way, when I do a mass DM to let you know when I am on Discord so we can discuss all together. That means you can hear me and I can hear you, all the different dramas and all the different things that we can talk about as ladies on there, okay? I wish Ken Chung was looking for my ass, girl. I wouldn't be nowhere. I wouldn't be hiding. I would not be hiding at all. I'd be like, you can come. I'm right here. My ass would be hiding behind a glade of grass. One little small grade of glass. You found me. Okay. And speaking of that, I am not telling you all until I have a complete confirmation from the particular actor in which I have reached out to. I don't do that unless I have a complete yes. I won't say anything, and I should have waited to say anything with y'all, but I was excited. What's up, Miss Tay? How are you? Thank you so much for watching me at work. So let's get into this show. We have wasted 15 minutes talking about dumb shit. Once again, I am happy to be here with all of you guys. You know, we got some new places we can talk to each other. Miss Tay, please get on Discord so you can be able to come into one of our mass conversations where you guys get to talk back and forth with me. Now, I wanted to tell you guys, one of the reasons I got into Chinese dramas is because my mom had passed away. And once I had time to be at home, I didn't really want to come out of the house. I was very depressed. I became a couch potato, and that's when I started surfing through Netflix and found Ice Fantasy and Eternal Love. And these particular dramas helped me a lot out of depression. They took me someplace else outside of my problems. And I don't know if that's happened for you, but it's happened for me. Okay. And that's something I need people to understand, that at the end of the day, all of us go through things and we need a place to escape. For me, Chinese dramas were my escape. Okay. So, and away from problems, and also a way to be able to see my way through a lot of different things. One thing I didn't realize the Chinese dramas were going to do for me was to be able to help me deal with my relationships with men better, to be able to see their to be able to see their point of view better as well. You understand? So I'm sorry, I'm cutting off some of these things because I keep on hearing I always have 10,000 pages open on my computer. It gave me some solutions and insights. It made me see different people, even in my own family, in a different light to kind of deal with them. And also, like I said, I have a big admiration for the emperors in this, because I saw myself as, when my mom passed away, being the crown prince. You understand? In my situation at home, that she was passing over the kingdom of her empire over to me. And as much as I did not want it, I had a sibling that wanted it, was standing here on it, wasn't doing shit with it. And then for my mom, when she finally did pass away, finally before she passed away, she said, I want to give this to you, which was a complete surprise. And of course, it caused the uproar in my family kingdom. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. And I had to look at that. It was a lot of similarities of her being an empress, and looking at me like, who's going to take my place and hand it down to me. Okay, and the villains and things like that that were real in my own home. So when I look at them, I get a lot of insights. I get a lot of mirrors of how things are between siblings, the fights that happen. You know what I'm saying? The jealousies between the siblings. I went through that. So a lot of these I can actually look at my own life and say, you know what, I can relate to these. So I'm not sure if any of you guys went through the same thing as I have with Chinese dramas, that they brought you back from really depressing situations and brought you back to life. For me, that's what they are for. And that's the reason why I created this channel, because it's also therapy for me. Okay. Yes, they can help you, random. They can help you through very hard times, breakups and all. And I mean, of course, even with breakups with me, and you wish that there were princes like this in different places, and then some of them you like, no, I don't need no prince like that shit. You know what I'm saying? But you kind of date them, you learn how to handle things differently. And I don't think the Chinese culture really understands how other people can get many valuable ways of being able to cope with regular life through their entertainment. So when I write my letters to different people in that Pacific area of Chinese dramas, I kind of try to stress that to them, that they are reaching far more than their own people. They're reaching African Americans, they're reaching Puerto Ricans, they're, you know what I'm saying, they're reaching white people, they're reaching all kinds of people, Indian people, you know, and things like that with their dramas. And people are falling in love with their culture as well as the stories that they have to tell. So for me, it's wonderful. Now, Jeremiah's Play Zone says they helped me heal out of a depression of being left alone with my kid's father. Yes, they do. They really do. I think everybody um needs to be able to have a mirror shown at them in a different type of way, or either find out that you're not alone in this. You know what I'm saying? You're not by yourself. You know what I'm saying? This has happened to other people and they have evolved. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think a lot of people realize just how strong Chinese dramas affect people. They really don't. You know, for some people, it's always my favorite actor. And granted, yes, there's some fine ass Chinese boys on here, no doubt. They only make it better to watch. But the stories are profound and captivating stories that anybody can relate to. And if you need to get out of this depression with COVID and everything else, I fall into the world of that. I kid you not. I literally fall into the world of Love and Destiny. Like last night, I was still looking at Lost Times in Love. Well, Love and Lost Times or whatever. And then I turned around and was trying to finish up God of Fantasy. And I just happened to click on Destiny, Love and Destiny. And I said to myself, I just love this. It just brings me right back in and I want to watch it over and over again. So that's what happens to me. Okay. And Jeremiah says the romance relationship aspect spoke to me so much that during the 3 years when I discovered them, I started with K-pop, K-dramas, and wanted these stories portrayed. Yeah. I completely agree. The romance, the relationships, just relating to each other, and to me, the relationships between the parents of the princes or whoever, the generals and things like that. Some of those characters and some of those stories literally are like identical stories of my life. You understand what I'm saying? Dad, yeah. Brenda told me that she had ended up helping after she lost her mom from COVID. Chinese dramas helped her instead of you getting on some type of antidepressant. And honestly, that's true. And I know to tell you, quiet as kept. I used to suffer from migraines because I worry a lot, but they gave me a medication that kind of had an antidepressant feel, and I wean myself off that shit. I'm fine. I can watch me some Mark Chow, and you some Chin Khan, and I'm good. I don't need no fucking pills. Thank you. You keep your shit, okay? Yeah, and COVID is very real. That's why I tell people all the time that when I lost my mom to West Nile, and then COVID came along, and some of the same debilitating factors are with COVID, I understood exactly where people are. I know what it is. And then the sad part about it is that you can't be with them through that. I was granted the luxury of being able to be with my mom through West Nile. But in COVID, you're not with that same luxury. So, like I said, I want Chinese drama directors to keep doing what they're doing. I absolutely love what they're doing. They're helping people every day deal with this hard ass shit we got going on, because in America right now, with that shit show of a debate we saw the other day, y'all, I hate to tell you, we in motherfucking trouble. We going down. We on the Titanic. And they playing the motherfucking music. Okay? We going down after looking at that shit show. As far as I'm concerned, I understand that Mr. Biden had, you know what I'm saying, he was getting tired of listening to this crazy motherfucker cut him off on every word that he had to say. And every once in a while, you will lose your cool with somebody talking crazy and say, I was waiting, honestly, I was waiting for Biden to just go ahead and just go completely, you know what I'm saying, wherever the hell he from. With me, it would have been Southside. Would you shut your funny looking wig wearing ass up so I can answer a question? If it would have went there, I would have been gone. And shut your orange ass up. You understand? Honestly, I was waiting for that moment because it's hard. I have dealt with people like Trump in the workplace. It is very hard to keep your composure with somebody that damn ignorant. And when you get older, you know how you really don't have that extra buffer you used to have when you were younger, when people talk shit. When you get in your 40s and 50s and 60s and somebody's doing that kind of ignorant shit, you say, you know what? Either one or two things gonna happen right now. You can get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of my face. That's number one. Or two, your ass is gonna be tasting one of my shoes up your ass, because I'm not gonna sit here and keep dealing with this. And this man would not let him have a word edgewise. It was like, I've known men to do this to women in an argument, and those type of arguments make it worse. I can't fuck with you no more ever again. If I can't say nothing back to you and you're just talking over me, there's absolutely no fucking way in God's green earth that I can't do that. That's ignorant shit. And I think what he was trying to push Biden to do was really to do what I'm saying. What I just said would happen to a normal person. Get ready to walk over there to his face and beat his ass. And then lo and behold, now he got COVID. And you had the nerve to be talking all of that spit and everything in the atmosphere, and now you got COVID. Which I think is just, yeah, poor Chris Wallace. He was talking over him too. But Chris should have sat up there and said, you know what, turn off the mics. I would have said, turn off the mics. Turn his mic off so we can at least have some type of adult conversation here that does not borderline some crazy, you know, family drama happening on live TV. We're not going to do Girls Club President Edition. That's how I felt like I was watching. I was watching, you know, the real stories of, what is that, the Real Housewives President Edition. I'm like, what the fuck is this? This is crazy. I just could not understand. No, you wouldn't want to get on my bad side, because I'm a motherfucker. You know what it is? My bad side is I stopped messing with you. I just have nothing else to say. That's my bad side. I'm one of the people, I'm queen of cutoff. I'm the queen of the cutoff. I ain't got nothing else to say. I'm gonna say something to you, and it's gonna be direct, and you're gonna understand it. And if you steady sit up there talking about why, you will be standing there by yourself asking why, because I'm not gonna repeat myself on shit. But at the end of the day, I just feel like, as far as our president is concerned, first of all, he's always been this way. I don't understand why anybody is surprised that that debate went that way. Biden needed to, honestly, I would have drowned him out and talked directly to the American people while he was still running his mouth, and would have said, look, I wouldn't even looked at him, first of all, because people like that, they want you to acknowledge him. He's a narcissist. And you have to understand how narcissists are. They want you to engage with them. The more you engage with them, the more they suck you out of your energy. And he sucked all of the viewers that watched that shit out of their energy. I was tired of watching it after about 15 minutes. I'm telling you, I was tired. I was like, this shit here worse than watching two drunks go at it. I mean, for real. Watching the local fucking neighborhood hypes and drunks go at it. It was just that fucking bad. It says now, jokes aside, a president with COVID in the White House means the palace has fallen. Girl, okay, I'm gonna explain y'all something about politics. Do you honestly believe that Mr. Trump was actually running this place at all? Just give me a 1 if you believe it. Give me a 2 if you don't. In the chat, give me a 1. Okay? Give me a 1 if you believe he was running, and a 2 if you don't. And no, he was not. No. Trump is just sitting there running his fucking mouth. Our government has not been running very well, but on a skeleton staff with a few people who know what they're doing from the previous administration. Okay? We haven't had any real presence on the on the world stage. He's dropped us out of everything. So you have to understand, he ain't been running shit. Congress has been doing its best to do what it can, but you've got the senators, the Senate standing here in the way of any kind of progress happening for the American people, other than them giving money to rich folks that got big businesses, okay? He ain't been doing shit since the time he has gotten elected. To the rest of the world, Brenda, guess what? Y'all actually think on the normal side of how things would be. Right now, we have a cartoon character since he was elected. They really not letting him do too much enough. No, they letting him get out of different things and do what he needs to do, but they're keeping his damage to a minimum. Trust and believe that. Because he's not running anything. Things are just being left undone. Okay? Just like the USDA with them looking at our shit to make sure nobody gets sick and shit like that. That area has just been left to sit. There's thousands of jobs inside the US government that are available right now. It's just that most people cannot afford them. Don't have the education for them. If you look to see how many jobs that are available in the U.S. government, you'd be surprised. He's very comfortable with COVID, no mask. Well, first of all, he was trying to prove a conspiracy theories statement to be fact. All right, that it's all a joke, even though he was told to his face, this is very serious, this is deadly, and he tried to play it down. Now in our news, we all know, we heard him on tape, which he'll say that's fake news, that's his fucking face and his mouth, okay, saying, I knew that this was very contagious, I didn't want people to be panicking and this and that. Okay, I get where he's coming from, but he didn't have to play it down to the point of folks in stores looking at me crazy because I walk in the store with a fucking mask on. And yeah, why are you wearing a mask? Bitch, because I'm not trying to get sick. I don't know where the fuck you been. Okay? Don't ask me no crazy shit like that, because guess what? You're gonna get a crazy ass answer back, and it's not gonna be pretty. All right, I've had people, the security follow me around because I had a mask on, saying, you know what, you need to take your mask off. And I said, and if you don't want my money in this motherfucking store, then I will leave. And I literally went and talked to the managers, like, this security person is telling me I can't wear a mask. Now he ain't got no mask on. I don't know who he's been kissing, licking, being in anybody's area and speaking to me out of his mouth without a mask on. And this is before you had that fight, wear a mask, not a mask, in the beginning, right around, I'd say, March and April. I ain't got time for that shit. I am a germaphobe. Y'all know as soon as they said it was some contagious shit, a bitch had a mask on walking around. You got something to say to me, say it to me across the room. What? Especially at work. Because on a normal day, people come in the office with a cold, and the whole fucking office is going to pass that fucking cold around within a week. He's legit and anti-malaria expert. Yeah, but also all of those different medicines that he was saying worked. We're finding out, like, what is that, Resveratrol or something like? I don't care pronounce the name, but that one has side effects that they have been keeping quiet away from the general public, as well as that chloroquine that he was touting. All of that shit don't work. None of that shit is, you have to understand something. The same way they told me about West Nile. They don't know enough about the disease to treat it. All of you they can do is make you comfortable while you suffer through the big brunt of it. Now, this was with West Nile. Now, we got a whole nother. Now, West Nile had been out for at least 5 or 6 years by the time my mama actually got it. Okay? Now, this is some new shit. This some new shit. How the hell you gonna tell me what is going to work with what, and you don't know how this particular disease acts? That was the same issue I had when my mom was in the hospital with West Nile. You all have you sat and watched the patient day in and day out with this shit? I can tell you the different phases of West Nile like the back of my fucking hand. I can tell you when a person is getting better like the back of my fucking hand. Can you tell me that about this disease, COVID? And people would tell you no, because it's affecting people differently. Okay. So how the hell you gonna get it? How the hell you gonna give somebody something for something you don't know what it does? Okay, and it what do you call it, mutates. So that means it may come one way for 10 other people, and for these people over here, it may do something totally different. Okay. The side effects of this medication that you're giving people usually is going to fuck them up more than what the fucking disease that they have had. Okay? For my mom, she had lupus. So whatever they were trying to give her would have side effects that were terrible. Okay? We talking about terrible. They added more problems to her than needed. All right. And then after she started to get better, I knew how antibiotics were going to react to her. Completely adverse. They didn't help. So, and this is something that they've been looking at for 5 years and really not watched it. And now you're talking about something completely new, and you haven't even had time to understand what this stuff does, how it's going to mutate, what does it do? You understand? They looked more into SARS than they did this shit. Okay, so at this point, I'm samples. Now you got people saying that they're, when they take that swab and put it up your nose, these damn nurses are puncturing nasal cavities where people are getting infections in their fucking nose, and it's a whole nother problem. So hopefully the testing part even isn't down to a science yet, much less a damn vaccine. That one, if they put it out there too early, it could kill a whole nother population quicker than the goddamn virus. See, what y'all gotta understand. What's up, Family Grind? what you all got to understand is that they're trying to use anybody as test subjects, including the American people, anybody that's on this planet. If you are from Britain, whatever, and they say we got a vaccine, and they will come over here and let me try it on you, bitch. You first. You first. Don't bring that shit over here. Okay, he said, why don't he ask Putin for the vaccine? Ain't nobody taking that shit. Putin asked Putin, did he take it? It ain't even been tested on nobody. That's like somebody tell you, come to my house, I ain't never cooked before, I'm fixing dinner. You got me fucked up. I'm not eating any motherfucking thing on that table, okay? I'm not eating shit. This is your first time cooking? Okay. No. Hell no. I'm not going out of here with bubble guts fucking around with you. Okay? It says the vaccine Putin has been in his face. y'all ignorant in this chat. But what I'm saying is that you have to think on your own as an American. Someone who has worked with COVID in the unit hospital, there is so much we can do. And after that, after a certain point, and you're right. So Tay, no, I'm not lying. When they don't know something about how a disease that has no real medication that they can use for it, this is what they do, y'all. When think about this now, when you go in the hospital, they say there's nothing that we have that can treat this. So what they're going to tell you indirectly is we're going to throw shit against the wall and see what sticks, all right? Are you going to lay in that damn bed? What the fuck you mean you going to throw one against the wall and see what sticks? All they can do is do vitamins. That's it. And watch your symptoms and give you Tylenol or whatever to keep your fever down and keep you comfortable. That's it. That's all. That's all they can do. That's the reason why it's like, when it comes down to this particular virus, every time I walked out of the house, I think during March of last year, I kept feeling like my throat was hurting or I was trying to catch something. And you know what I did? I took green ginger tea. I drank that. I did my vitamin A, vitamin D, zinc, and my elderberry, and I was easy. And every consecutive, and garlic, and I took garlic, and I was fine. It killed whatever was trying to, start up. You have to be proactive with this stuff, though. It prevents the virus from spreading and is supposed to track the virus, but still in the trial period. Trump both taking, I guess, he's the test for both of them, and that's fine. You know what? Whatever they try to do to save his fat ass life, first of all, he is fat. He doesn't eat properly. You know what I'm saying? He's on Air Force One with every possible cuisine he could make, and he's eating fucking McDonald's. McDonald's is the equivalent of licking the ground. Okay, so he's not taking care of himself at all, and he's in that high risk group. That's the sad part. He's in the group where your ass can kill over at any time. He may be okay today, but I'm telling you, I've watched these kind of weird ass viruses, and 1 minute your ass is all right, you got a look, and the next minute your ass is talking about let me smoke a cigarette you ain't never smoked before. Oh, I can't get up, get on it. You know what I'm saying? You stand up and your legs give out, and you don't know where the hell you at, and you talking crazy as hell, and then you drop and you're in a coma. Okay, I've seen this shit, and it's no joke. You understand? So I don't play when it comes down to these viruses. And when they said something like that came out, it broke my heart, because watching West Nile, I would not wish that shit on my worst enemy, because I've seen viruses, and that shit acts like it's like a real live demon in a person. That person don't know what they doing, and they sleeping, their eyes is rolling up in their head, and this is their sleep pattern for months. They wake up okay, but their sleep patterns, if they're trying to fight something off, it's really bad. Now, that's West Nile encephalitis meningitis. Now, this COVID can attack like that too. All right? So, at the end of the day, I'm going to, bye, T.S., sorry, bye, Tay. at the end of the day, if he is a guinea pig for that shit and he die, shit, it is what it is. But the reality is he is not a real president. He hasn't been a real president. He hasn't been running shit at all. And y'all ought to know that. Anybody in America knows that with the important things that happen in America and the things that we have in government, period, could you imagine somebody like that taking care of any of that? No. The people who the powers to be, and I call them the powers to be removed at some point. That's why I say powers to be. They are handling him like you would handle a badass child. Let him be out there on the TV. Let him do what he do. We got this shit in the background. Okay? So that's how you have to think about it. Yeah, but they are worried in the U.S. It's like, yeah, better him than us. They're worried. And, if he died, all they gonna do is put Jesus boy in there. And then Jesus boy ain't gonna be too cool about that shit. He ain't gonna want to be president like that. And then guess what? Nancy Pelosi will be the fucking president. And I'll take her over this silly, over dumbass who dying in the bed. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, that's the reason. That's the reason why I'm not worried about it. America on the side of finances, the world is looking at because this is the president of the United States. But look at him though. What? He's silly as hell. He can't even have a normal conversation with people. What is he really taking care of? He's really showing that the presidency is no more than a puppet position. Other people run this place. Period. Republicans who came in contact with, hell yeah, they frantic. Should I be frantic too? I don't be standing around with this silly motherfucker. But that's what happens when you're trying to chase clout. That's clout chasers. You want to shake that motherfucker's head, came back with more than what you asked for. Shit. Get in bed with dogs, leave up with COVID. Says, no, we don't need him to get some ideas for you and draw us. It says, you're a genius. That's right. Cute. Oh, he said, cute Chinese drawers. Come on, it'd be nice if we should. Said it before a basket. Girl, I ain't sending him shit. Personally, he could die. He could really fucking die. I said him, he could die. Please let somebody else cover this motherfucker with some sense. I'm sorry. Just let it go. Jesus, come get him. Come get your boy. But I got a funny feeling that I don't know. It was one movie where it was like, you want him to die, and it was some movie. I can't. I think it was Green Mile. I hope you die. It was somebody that screamed out of nowhere. I hope you die. On some country shit. But that's where I'm at right now. But at the end of the day, because 200,000 people in America died because of his foolishness. I'm just gonna be completely honest. Yeah, why can't old Mitch Mitch with his bitch ass give fucking COVID? I'd like that to happen. In that fucking turtle face little fucker. I'm sorry. Anyway, yeah, and that big bitch bar. Yeah, him too. I can't stand him, but it just ain't hitting the right people. I wish all of them had been in the room and Trump was hugging on everybody. Everybody got that shit. All of them and help us all out with that shit. But at the end of the day, if it does happen, you know what I'm saying? There's other people. Our successorship here is in line, and any part of our successorship would be 10 times better than what the fuck we got right now. Okay? If anybody had to take his place, America would go up in rate. Put it like this: our lifeline, which is at 2 right now, will go all the way up to motherfucking 10. Anybody would be a better situation than him. Anybody. Okay? We haven't had any really good presidents as of late. So if Jesus boy don't want it, or something happens, Nancy Pelosi's gonna take care of it, and we'll be better off for it. So honestly, If Trump died, that would be a blessing for the world. The world would be like, thank you, Jesus. Thank you. For real. If God took that old man, the world would be on doing the holy dance like up in the Baptist church. They would. I kid you not. They'd be out there killing it. The world would be doing a holy dance. But I don't think that's what God wants. And I'm going to tell you why. That's why I'm not worried about this. God wants this one. This man right here, Trump, to keep doing what he's doing. Now, this is my opinion. He ain't going, I don't know if he dies, if he don't die. Everybody, if he dies, if he dies, then how things have been going in America will continue. Okay? And I'm not talking about COVID and all that. I mean, things may get better financially and we can all go back to sleep. All right? But if he stays, that's because God wants him to stay, because God wants him to ride on this motherfucker till the wheels fall off. Y'all keep forgetting. America got a reckoning coming, baby. The reckoning is real. God got to show, just like God kept Pharaoh alive during Egyptian times, when the Hebrews were inside of Egypt, and he let them go. Then he went and ran behind them like, let's go get our slaves back. God kept Pharaoh right there so he could see everything that was going on. He wanted you to, I want you to be witness to me whooping your ass. This was God. He wanted Pharaoh to witness where the true power of those people were. America has a reckoning, ladies and gentlemen. And the reckoning is here. So either we're gonna get extended more time to go back to sleep, and they bring everything back the way it was after he died, or God allows him to stay alive and he tears this motherfucker to pieces, because America deserves it. It deserves to be torn to pieces. You can't do this forever. You can't oppress people. You can't fuck over other nations. You just can't do this shit forever. At some point, you run out of road. Now, all of us that are adults on this channel, you cannot keep doing bullshit, and at some point, your bullshit don't catch up with you. We have all seen this in our lifetime. We all know somebody who has went on and on and on and on, and then all of a sudden they walked up on the wrong person, and that wrong person was somebody you wouldn't even thought would even do anything to them. And then that ended up being the right person, and they out of here just like that. Just like that. It's just like, whoa, that happened? Or a bitch fall down the stairs, woke up in the morning, everything was fine, and all of a sudden and dropped the fuck dead. At some point, everybody runs out of road. I was on live last night, and dude said, come on, I don't think that your people can't go back into slavery. You better think again. What the fuck you think they doing? What the fuck you think they doing? Do you honestly understand that most of the service jobs were held by black people? They're not trying to help. That's the reason why the Senate, the Congress can't pass a HEROES Act for the people, the first responders or the people, essential workers who've been working throughout this shit, who have lost their lives and families and livelihood. They don't want to give us shit. While all executives sat at home, while I'm quarantining against, COVID. Meanwhile, these regular people is making $12 or $10 an hour while the ones standing on the front lines, and they don't want to give them shit. So they need to what? They need to serve Trump the tea. They should have served that bitch that tea a long time ago. They should have served him that tea a long time ago and just stood there, the whole entire Congress. Drink it, bitch. We are sick of your ass. Or hold his ass down and give it to him. Because you know he wouldn't. But either way, I think he's gonna be fine. I literally think he's gonna be fine. And like I said, I think this is a reckoning. This is a reckoning that the Most High is doing. And the thing about it is, people sit up there and say, "Oh, he's going to try to get COVID, so it'll make it easier to give the vaccine to everybody, mass vaccinate everybody." Let me tell you something. The plans of men and God are two different things. Okay, man's got its plan, and God has his plan. I think I'm gonna run on the plan God's got, because I've seen God do many things. I've seen people have plans for me, and the shit didn't go the way it was supposed to go. Be it relationships, be it work relationships, all of that shit. Okay? We gonna be just fine, y'all. All y'all gotta do is stay undepressed, laugh at this shit, and just be prepared for anything. Be prepared for anything. That's the whole point. Be prepared for anything. Perhaps he was in the hospital bed when dark shadows were cutting his lifeline off and create your house. He said, "That's right. That's exactly, Yasmin. Man's plans and God laughs." Old Jewish saying. That's right. Trump is out of the house and Melania is having a blast. Baby, when they said Melania, that's like, bitch, you still kissing him and hugging him? You be acting like you don't want to have no parts of him when we see you on TV, girl. But are you still trying to hug on that Lord? Yeah. Yeah, are you still trying to hug on all that Lord? No, ma'am. Because ain't nothing about him sexy. Nothing. Not a damn thing. That weird ass hair, that funny ass he's got that look like he wearing a pamper. His ass wider than mine. And I am a woman. I got hips. Okay, so people will reveal everything except the wall. Yeah, you hugging on that damn lard, girl. How did that happen? Because honestly, if I feel how I'm not want to touch him because he's a fucking asshole, I couldn't have gotten literally a common cold for that bitch. I would have been in Air Force One all the way in the corner. Why you over there, hun? Cuz, motherfucker, you know what's up. I don't like your ass like that. I like your money, not you, bitch. Moving right along. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I feel bad for her. I really do, because he doesn't have any mask on, and this is the reason why masks are necessary to a certain extent, but they are not the end all to everything. And this is why I want people to get a hold to. When you're in a situation with a contagious disease, even with a mask on, if you're in the vicinity with someone who has that shit for longer than 15 to 20 minutes, you can still end up getting it, because you still have things like your eyes, and you understand, and those openings on the side. Air is air. Air is all around us. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to be very careful. I try very hard when I shop, get in, get out. I'm not standing around here having conversations with motherfuckers. I'm not. Girl, I can't believe it says no, the virus spreads. Hell yeah, it spreads on airplanes. That's the same air circulating every time I have went out of the country or on a plane for more than 4 fucking hours. I ended up with a cold 3 days later. Each and every time. Especially when I went overseas. Because those flights are 7 to 8 hours or 12 to 14 hours, depending on where you're going. That's the same air. And then they don't spray them motherfuckers down when you leave. I always ask the question, like, why don't you all disinfect them after we, somebody come on in there, like in China, they was damn near hosing your ass down. Why can't y'all spray this shit down real good and then wipe it down for every time another group of people get on a plane to go in or leave? I never understand that. So think about it. Now they just not start wiping shit down. How nasty was it before COVID? Okay, how nasty were people? Well, I know how nasty people are because I've been in the bathroom and you hear somebody doing number two, and then the toilet flush, and then the door closed. That bitch did not run no water. Nasty, shitty hands coming over there. Hey, how you doing, girl? I'm funny about shit like that. All right, and I'm like, and I know who it is. I check shoes. You ever been in the stall and you go to the bathroom and you hear a motherfucker, you sit down and you check the shoes? That's that nasty bitch. She went in there, shitted up the storm in the bathroom and walked out here, then wash her fucking hands. You understand? And when they come over, hey, no, 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 no. I'm telling you, I check shoes on both sides of the stalls. But it's true. And I don't touch the doorknobs. After I wash my hands, what's the point of washing your hands and then touch the doorknob? And you know what I'm saying? And girlfriend shitty queen just sat up here, shitted, and walked out the door and didn't wash her hands and opened up the door with her hands. You still get shit on your hands. You know what I'm saying? So you have to pay attention to what's going on as far as just how people normally act, but normally act in those type of situations. Doorknobs are the worst. Okay, I'm sorry. I've just seen enough to know on a normal basis that people are not clean people. So before COVID, you could imagine the germs that were left on planes. Imagine they didn't wipe that shit down. They just sit up there, cross the little, got the crumbs out the seat, cross the seat belts, and then put another blanket or whatever over there, and that's it. They didn't wipe shit off. Okay, so now and menus, all of that type of stuff, everything that you touch. It says I've seen some places where they have a pedal on the restroom door, so you don't have to pull it open and open with your foot. Yeah, it's way better. I felt like a lot of things should have been in place, but because America don't like spending no money on shit, those power toilets and stuff, because for a while they had, like, in the airports, you go in the airports, after you use the bathroom, the seat cover thing turns on its own and the toilet flushes on its own, so you don't even have to touch the motherfucker. Well, that's how it is in O'Hare. Okay? And in some other places. Now with the doors and stuff opening, that's great. That would be just no touch anything other than the toilet paper to clean yourself or whatever. But I don't know, y'all. At the end of the day, you just have to pray and hope that God covers you and you have your immune system up high enough. You got to have that immune system up high enough, especially when it's going into the fall. And that's what's bothering me, because I honestly have a funny feeling they're going to lock down America again, because it's too many people that don't believe this shit. COVID ain't real. We ain't got to wear no mask. And Chicago colds are real. Colds are real. It says them power toilets be so strong, you better not. Girl. Lose your credit card, some change, got on some baggy pants, and your shit fall in that motherfucker. You kiss all that goodbye. It's gone, baby. Gone. So with him having that shit, I feel sorry for him. I don't wish nothing bad on anybody. Hopefully he don't have no pre-existing shit that he ain't telling nobody about, because if he do, that shit gonna take him for a ringer. And the thing about COVID is that even if you survive it, your body is forever weakened behind that shit. You ain't never right no more. Just like with West Nile, you're never right anymore behind that. So enough about this crazy ass fucking debate and Trump being sick and shit. You know, if he dies, shit, that's only a good thing for America, for the American people, because that means people with some fucking sense are being charged again. And if he stays alive, this show goes on. Okay, and that's just it. Now, my dramas that I have been watching. Y'all, God of Fantasy is a waste of time. I tried to hold on with this shit for the longest, and it just not, it's not making any sense to me, and I'm pissed off. The whole entire look, the cinematography is nice, outfits are nice. In fact, one outfit I honestly probably will wear now in this time, but the king and the so-called wannabe crown prince, not the crown prince that he is, the wannabe crown, the villains in this, they got these big ass collars that's sitting up like Dracula cartoons and shit. It's just, some of the costumes is like, who fuck thought of this stupid shit? But it's too drawn out. It doesn't make any sense. The writing is all over the place. I love the two leads, but they really need another. They needed somebody else to write this story. I feel bad for the male lead in this in Gods of Fantasy, because he's really a good actor, and he got a shitty ass script. That's all I gotta say. Shitty ass script. It's called The Gods of Fantasy. Yeah, some of them costumes are fucking ridiculous. Do you see that collar that go all the way to fuck up here? Now, it's one thing to have a collar. I over exaggerated it. Maybe stop, maybe right here. But to have that bitch all the way damn near, just a it's some Dracula shit. Over the top Dracula. I mean, I just can't. The common sense of it is crazy. It got so crazy that I went back and looked at Love and Destiny just to get some grounding back. Now, Love in, what is that? Lost Love in Times, or okay, Lost Love Times and Lost Love, or whatever. Love and Lost Times. All I have to say is this: the storyline is okay. It's okay. It's not excellent at all. I am not a fan of where this is going. I do like the way the story moves, but the writing could have been better. The costumes in here, the costumes that the lead young lady is in this is wearing are beautiful. I mean, exquisitely gorgeous. Just whoa. Okay. However, her chemistry with the lead is a little bit, it takes me aback, because when he kisses her, her mouth doesn't move, which is a signal that somebody's watching her while this is being, to me, it's a signal that someone is watching her while she's actually doing this. She don't even try to kiss my dude back. And dude is fine as hell. He's the guard. He was the guard that he was in Yensi Palace. He was the guard that was in love with our girl. In love with our girl that we liked. Okay. The lead in this in Yensi Palace. And she wouldn't kiss him. I'm like, what's wrong with her? But the hairdos, I'm not gonna lie, I actually like the hairdos, Miss Shay. I love the hairdos in this. Her husband. Okay, her husband is watching during the shooting. Then that makes sense, because she would not move her lips. And I'm like, it is just giving me a clue. Somebody is watching this girl. Her whole movement, her whole acting was just stiff. Like, it was, I don't know, does he whoop her ass or something? It seems as though she may have an abusive husband who may whoop her ass. You know what I'm saying? He may not make no marks in that face, but he may fuck up that body, because the way her acting was, it's just too stiff. It was just too stiff for me. And she was fucking up the entire show. And it really had, I'm not used to dealing with a show that my mind drifts as I'm watching it. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm used to shows having me so captivating. I'm watching every word that is transcribed underneath the screen. I'm sitting up here thinking about food, where I'm gonna go. You know what I'm saying? All kind of shit like that. It did not hold my attention. Like I said, the cinematography was great, costumes amazing, writing shitty, acting on the lead female part shittier. Okay, she's beautiful, excellent. I just felt like they could have been more realer. I think if they would have took the two leads from what is that, Gods of Fantasy, and put them inside of Love and Lost Times, I think it would have been better. I honestly think it would have been better. It would have been better. You just would have switched those two leads up, and maybe she ought to rethink about doing romantic dramas if her husband is going to act a fucking fool like that, where she can't loosen up and be herself, because it comes across on screen big time. Yeah, them trying to collect stones. I'm like, how many stones? I got to the point now. I'm like, we got to the point where it's one more stone. I mean, how many stones were there? Like 9 or 7. I'm like, shit. And then the uploads of them are taking so long for us to see. It really doesn't make any sense. And then the Crown Prince in this, he looks like I ain't gonna lie, y'all see the Crown Prince in this, where his face just does not fit this show. He sits there with his arms like this. I'm like, I have never seen on a Chinese drama a man stand with his arms like this throughout the entire show. And you're a Crown Prince? That's not even proper etiquette from what I've seen. He just stands like this, like he on some folk shit out of Chicago. I'm like, what? I'm like, this is not how. What the fuck is going on with him and him standing? I've never seen anybody. All the guys that I've ever seen in Chinese dramas have their hand, one arm behind their back, or both arms behind their back, or you know what I'm saying, or their hands in front of them a certain type of way. His face just don't go. It just I don't know. And he was weak. He was a weak actor. I liked him being in it for some reason, because I'm like, I'm waiting for his part to amp up a little bit, because he's got his own fight going on for the throne with his uncle and his throwed off ass cousin. Yeah, we're talking about that Jeremiah's Play Zone. I know William Chan and Yami, the Pearl Eclipse. Pearl Eclipse. I can't wait. 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 I had some shit written down around here. That's what happens when you start cleaning up. But it was a couple of them that are going to be coming out real soon too. It's going to be, we're going to get dropped on. We're going to get some drops, y'all. This in October and in November, hopefully. Some of the actors just don't look like they belong in that. It's true. They don't. And he's one of them. Baby, I'm right there with you too, Brenda. I'm waiting for Wolf. Both my actors are in that. Both of them. Immortality, yes, with Leo and Arthur. Oh, yes. I saw the artwork. I was like, I can't wait. And then the Wolf Girl, that Wolf Girl, she's the one who played, if I am not mistaken, Song of Glory. That's gonna be the female lead in this. I'm like, she's a good actor, so I'm waiting on that bitch to do her thing, y'all, because I know she gonna do her thing. She gonna do her thing. And like I said, I'm waiting on Immortality though, because I like Arthur Chen. I like Arthur Chen in Evernight. He actually made me like him in Evernight. And when they did Evernight 2, I just didn't feel that same gravitation feeling. You know what I'm saying? Him and Sansa were the only two characters I really gave a damn about. And that other guy that was fan as hell, who gave them the store and stuff like that. I wanted to come back because he did a hell hell of a proposal to a woman. He was like, just bring your ass on, girl. Come on with me. You ain't staying here no more. Pack your shit. I was like, okay. A bitch broke too? Dylan Wong. Yeah, Dylan Wong didn't fit Evernight too. He did not. That's because Arthur Chen had already had dug out that area. Those shoes, he filled those shoes. And everybody liked him and Sansa's chemistry together. You understand? So when they brought Dylan in, it just didn't have the same feel. I'm sorry, it just didn't do it for me. And I watched a few episodes of it, and it didn't have that grab. It didn't have that same grab because I was looking forward to seeing Sansa and Arthur Chen, but when he turned it down, I was like, that's kind of fucked up. He left the fans hanging, but it is what it is. I dropped it as well. I dropped Evernight. But I do want to see what he's going to do in Immortality with Mr. Leo Lu. Cause I'm sorry, Mr. Leo Lu, I do, y'all. That's what dude. I love him. I love him. He is so elegant, so smooth, and so suave with his shit. You cannot deny that. That boy is elegant and suave and smooth and classy as fuck. And I am just here for it. I don't give a shit what the fuck he play in. Yes, Leo Lau. Or Lou, or whatever the fuck his name is, Mr. Leo. He's another one that's like Mr. Jeremy. They just got some sexy shit going on about him that's, you know what I'm saying? You just can't put your finger on it. It's just some sexy shit. And he's just so elegant. He's such an elegant guy. And I think Jeremiah's Playzone put on it that he used to take ballet. So no wonder when he fights, he looks like he's been doing this shit his whole life. Like he was born to, fight like that, flying through the air. It's him, Su Fong. What is that? Ethan Wan is another one who does well with all of that, with the fighting and things like that. That's another thing that inside of Gods of Fantasy was lacking. The fighting scenes fucking sucked. These guys, I mean, when from the fighting and all that other stuff, they just look like they were made for that type of shit. And so far, Mr. Leo is the one that I look forward to watching in fight scenes and just him acting, period. He is excellent with that. Okay. And it says, he's in Love is Sweet. How is that Jeremiah Playzone? I've been seeing a lot on IG about that. I like him better. I agree too. I like Leo in period in the period pieces as well as the fantasy dramas. I think he just stands out so much in fantasy dramas as a head contender in those dramas. Praise fan from Quinn is getting praise for his fight scenes. Yeah, some of these they do need to get praise. They do, because they make this shit look very real and flawless. Yes, Ashes of Love. I fell in love with Mr. Leo in Ashes of Love. I'll be the first person to tell you that. Phoenix was cool and all, but Mr. Leo was fine and cuter than Mr. Phoenix. I'm sorry. And that's in my point of view. He was in the Foxes. Yeah, he was inside of Investors of the Gods. Phoenix was in Investors of the Gods, but I have not seen him. And then Leo was inside of Love Wins All, Love Takes All, or something like that. Yeah, I got to look at Maiden Homes too. I've been looking back and forth at a couple of those, but most of them come from gymnastics. Okay, that's excellent. Then that says a lot because they move so gracefully, and Leo is one of those ones. If he does ballet, the boy had to be cold. Yeah, Winter is Love. Yeah, he was good in that. But I like in Winter is Love that he took that he took that same essence from the guy that was in 1,000 Years of Love. He had that same sexy, flirty, aggressive way inside of Winter is Love. And I was like, okay, they are really exploring this boy's acting abilities, and I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, his whole demeanor, it's just elegant. That's all that's the word for him. Is if I can say him and Mark do have this thing about them that is it's like a it just reeks off of them. It's just natural elegancy just flows off of them. I couldn't even imagine them doing anything raunchy. You know what I'm saying? It's not made up. They're not trying hard. It just oozes from them. It's like this class thing that just and when they open up their mouth, it just comes straight out. It's in their behavior. It's in their swag. It's in everything. I think that's what it is. Yes, it's just like our emperors. You're right, Miss Shay. It's Leo, Mark Chow, and our emperor have this swag about them that's just it's just elegance. If elegance needed a definition, them three faces would be underneath it. Oh, all of them do. Martel, our emperor, and Leo look like they would go off on your ass. You get in their face the right way. Shit. All of them are like that. I have no doubt Martel will do it. He's his birthday September 25th. He is a Libra. Yeah, he crazy enough. he gonna do it nice in a nice way, depending on what day it is. It says Dance of the Phoenix. And if any of them other ones is like Leos and Scorpios, hell yeah, they ass are gonna bite your ass a new one. They gonna bite you a new one. If it's a Scorpio or a Leo, shit, say the wrong shit to them. See, don't they hand you your fucking head. You gonna get told off in ways you never thought possible fucking with them guys. Dance of the Phoenix was, I was wondering if it was okay. I was wondering. Light Angle, I was wondering. So those are the ones that I have been watching so far, y'all. And I just give my honest thoughts about them. Not all dramas, I'm gonna be like, yeah, because some of them don't deserve yeah. Some of them motherfuckers is yeah, that's some fucking garbage. Okay. At the end of the day, I think they lying about Mark Child being 36. Mark Child looks like he about at the top, Miss Shay, maybe about 38. 38 or his 40s or early 40s like Chin Kun. And there's nothing wrong with going into 40s, still looking good and can play a young guy. I think he's in his fucking 40s. He looks, you know what I'm saying? Not that he looks old, because he don't. Don't get it twisted. He does not look old at all. None of them look old. They are aging very well. But his maturity level comes across when you look at him. The way up in here with me, and I can tell up in here how old a person is. Even if they're young, if they done been through some shit, it comes across in your eyes, baby. It really does. And I think the reason why they look older is because of the classiness. Classy. It's gonna happen to, guess who else is gonna happen to? It's gonna happen to Mr. Leo too. When he gets a certain age and he crosses that threshold of understanding shit as they are, as shit is, men's whole entire demeanor changes when they get wisdom. For right now, when they're in their 20s and 30s, they kind of stupid. You know what I'm saying? But as they get older and they, you know what I'm saying, they like, I've been at this rodeo before, you can kind of tell. And Mr. Leo looks like he's getting that as he's getting older. Our emperor already got it. He already got it. Ain't nothing about him looking like he innocent at all. What's up, Verna? How are you? How is everybody? So we're going on an hour and a half. I'm trying to bring these down for 2 hours because y'all be having my ass on here crazy as hell. So while everyone is here, before everybody starts going away, I need to ask you all, what is a cool day for me to be able to do our Discord DM where I get to hear you guys talk back to me. We're going to try to do this one time a week so far. So what is a good day? If you know what I'm saying, put your day down. And the evenings, if it's evening time, afternoon, let me know. Or the same time as this show, just on another day, let me know. So I can try to be able to come in at a time where I know everybody's not that busy and we all can talk to each other. So y'all don't have my ass up all night times of the day. Because I don't know how to be rude and say, I'm sleepy, I'm leaving now. I try to talk to everybody when they call me. So you living in Los Angeles, okay. How many people, if you live in the United States, put a 1 in the chat. If you live in the UK, put a 2 in the chat. If you live somewhere else, put a 3. Okay. I'm looking, I'm watching. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay. What the hell is Ventura? Okay. All right. Okay, somewhere completely different. All right. Okay. All right. So most people live here in that's in the chat live here in America. So we only have to deal with the time differences wherever they are. So if you're on the West Coast, you would be hours ahead of us, and then if you're on the East Coast, you'll be a few hours behind. So okay, thank you, Miss. Thank you, thank you, Miss Shirley. Okay, so majority of people, I just want to, if this time is a good time for everybody, then that's great. If 2 o'clock is pretty good for everybody to be able to manage, then that's good. And then on certain days, I can try to be able to do a mass DM to let you guys know when I want to be able to talk to you guys. Yeah, the other way around. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So this is a good time. Not Sunday, please. No, not Sunday or Monday for me because I don't do them days. I don't do the days. So how about the old fucked up day that nobody likes, hump day, which is Wednesdays? We would have a day where we all come to the Empress Circle and we can have a talk, and you can talk to me and I can talk to you on Discord. How does that sound? Wednesday sound cool? Come on, sisters. All right. If it's cool, everybody say okay. Okay. If it's cool, on Wednesdays at 2 o'clock, we have our Discord court days, our Empress Circle court days. That's what's up. Okay. Oh, perfect, perfect, perfect. All right. See, I like to be able to work. I got to work with my days. So on Wednesdays is Empress Circle on Discord. So please remember. So if you have not gotten your invite, check the description box and get in on that group so I can talk to all my maymays and y'all can talk to me back. General rules inside of Discord is we have to listen to each other. I know everybody's going to want to talk at one time, and we got to be able to listen to each other and hear everybody's different thoughts because everybody has things to say. And I like listening to all you guys. Honey, I'm trying not to, I'm trying to be nice, okay? I'm trying not to just like, these people are sitting out here. She's smoking cigarettes and stuff. So I try not to smoke on screen because we like, oh, she's got cigarettes. Oh my God. Judgmental people. But you guys talk on here, but some people do not talk in the chat. You understand? Some people actually watch, so I am very much so respectable of that. So I'm gonna let everybody go. We went to an hour and a half. So on Wednesday of this week will be our first Empress Court chat on Discord. So be in the Empress Circle for our court. Okay. So be there with your little handkerchief. Hey, Danielle. We don't have to, you ain't gotta put on no makeup. We ain't gotta see each other. Okay. If y'all don't want to do video, we don't have to do video. We can just do the voices. That's fine. Okay. So everybody ain't got to get all laid up, sitting on here with makeup all the time about what? No, we'll just do the voices. We don't have to do the video. We can do the voices. Is that cool? Just in case people want to sit up there and be looking like, girl, I'm not trying to put on lashes and all that shit for Pat. She cool and all, but I ain't doing all that shit. She can do that shit for us, but I'm not doing that shit for her. You are not gonna see me up. One thing you're not never gonna see me is on YouTube with no damn shower curtain bonnet on, and no, and a cigarette hanging out my mouth. Like, what's up, y'all? No, no. I know it may not matter to somebody, but it matters to me, girl. Y'all ain't gonna screenshot my ass and have me on Facebook. Okay. So it's like we all faces I mean all faces are fine, yes. But when people start sharing your fucking your videos and stuff like that, girl. Look, y'all ain't on screen, but my black ass is, okay? I can't have that come up. Be like, aren't you? I am really funny about parties. I'm gonna give y'all one Pat's real adventure story about a party I threw at my house. Now, it was only supposed to be Pat's Adventures, one story today. I threw a party at my house. My mom, at this time, my mom was alive. She stayed on second floor. I stayed on first floor. My house can be cut off. I have such a big house. It can be cut off by one door in my kitchen. So that way, the only place you can really come and mingle in my house is like literally in the kitchen and the bathroom. Everybody can use the bathroom, whatever. So I told my mom I wanted to have a friend get together at the house. You know how you do, like, Mom, can I have a couple of friends? So she's like, okay, how many you talk about? Maybe 10, 20 people. And she's like, 10, 20 people. I was like, yeah. But me being the party goer that I am and being part of Fab Four, there was a possibility there was going to end up being some more people there than we expected. Okay. So I did the backyard, and of course, Corey was like, "Oh, we in the hood and shit." Until they walked in my backyard, it was like, "Oh my God, your backyard is gorgeous." You know what I'm saying? So we had a bar and our own bartender. My mom made a drag queen cake. I kid you not. She made a cake with a whole big doll. The dress was a cake and a doll with big hair and everything. It was hilarious. Okay. And we had food and all this stuff. And then in the garage, we had punch bowls of weed for people who smoke weed in the garage. We had about $2,000 worth of liquor, so we never ran out of liquor for the whole night. Now, this is like supposed to have 25 people. Let's just say where I live at, right beside the expressway, there were cars from let's see, there were cars all the way from 55th all the way to 47th. That's at least 8 blocks. My mama went to sleep and woke up to about maybe 200 people in the backyard. It was it. The club came out. We only had to call one person, and this was our friend Danetti. And we call him Channel 7 News. This motherfucker know everything about everybody anywhere inside the community, okay? And he called, he was like, girl, the Fab Four are having a party over here on the south side of Chicago. Everybody came from every fucking where to this party. It was not even funny. I mean, we were like sardines in my backyard. And people got so fucked up at this party. There were people laying in the grass when I woke up. We had another punch bowl of keys, of everybody's keys that could not drive, literally lay in my house while they laid outside in the grass and slept. I wouldn't have done that shit on no day in Chicago ever, but motherfuckers was fucked up. We had to carry 2 of my neighbors to their house. It was bad. It was terrible. They got so fucked up. They had a good time. We had to carry 2 of my neighbors to their house. And then I did the lip sync for Beyonce, and I made like about $300 in tips. Okay, lip syncing to Beyonce. They just threw money at me. That was Unbelievable. And then I think after the party was over, my mother woke up. Now she did not see outside. And I think she saw outside once. She was like, she heard all this noise. She's like, what's going on? She looked outside. She's like, oh my fucking God. She said, it's people every motherfucking way. I'm like, I know it was just like supposed to be 25 people. I'm sorry. She's like, Lord have mercy. And then as the night went past and everybody's passed out in the backyard, she was like, what the fuck? I was like, this is how popular we are on the north side. So the next day happened, and I think later on in that week, I ended up going to the library with my daughter. And we were going to get books or whatever, and the librarian was like, you look familiar. And I'm looking at her like, how the hell you know me? I don't do nothing on the south side of Chicago, so there's no way. And the guard kept looking at me. And I'm like, the fuck is going on at this library? They was like, excuse me, do you live at da 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 da? Did you just have a party last week? I was like, yeah, why? Because I know what kind of party I had. This was like a little bit of everybody from every walk of life, gay, straight, and crooked, all that shit was at this party. So I'm like, yeah, why? Because though people on the south side don't know that I hang out on the north side. And they was like, I said, why? And they was like, because that was the best motherfucking party I done been to in my entire motherfucking life. I was like, oh my God. I told everybody on this party. I was like, I ran into all kinds of people at this party. And you know what I'm saying? That still know me to this day and said, did you have a party on? I was like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I was living a double life. I had a life I lived on the north side and a life I lived on the south side. And south side and north side people never quite come together. So you can live a double life and no one would even know that this is like a major fucking club goer. You know what I'm saying? So, but I ran into people to this day that say that motherfucking party was the best party that they ever had in their life. And the reason why is because how many parties do you know if you're a weed head that you can go and get Ziploc bags of this much weed and take with you? We were given that take homes. I mean, and good weed at that. You know what I'm saying? We had food, we had everything. We literally turned it out. And live entertainment, which was me out here doing Beyonce Honey out, and I was good enough to get cash. You know a bitch was working like it was rent was due. Okay, I had a good time. I had a good time at this, and I throw some of the biggest and most funnest parties in Chicago to this day. Juke Fest in Chicago is fun as fuck, but not like that. But it is because I can't get people fucked up. But at a club, when I throw Juke Fest, clubs turn 4 times, and people are still standing in line until that club is ready to close. That's how much fun my parties are. So I am a party girl for real, for real. Okay. But yeah, that was a private party that I had at my house. And it was only supposed to be 25 people and ended up being about 200 people in the back. And I got cussed out by my mama a couple of times throughout the night. So I ain't never, ever gonna listen to your ass when you say it's gonna be 25 people because it was nowhere near 25 people. But yeah, the librarian and the guard at the library were at my party. And I was like, first of all, you don't know. People try to say, are you gay or some shit like that? And I'm like, I'm always on a defensive with people like that. If they see me someplace, like, don't you live? And I'm like, why? Because I really don't let people know where I live at. So when that happened, it was like, that was the best motherfucking party I ever had in my entire life. Oh my God. Oh my God. It was so much shit going on. It wasn't even funny. We had a ball. And I'm not talking about strange shit, crazy shit, nobody getting hurt. We talking about straight fun. People surfing the crowd, all of that. We had a ball. Okay? A fucking ball. But that's a real life story. Kind of one of Pat's parties may change your life and your religion. You definitely gonna be fucked up by the time you leave. If whatever your poison is, because we don't do drugs other than, you know what I'm saying, we gave everybody little free weed packages and shit to go bags. They like, my cousin's like, I can have all of this. I'm like, it says, how long was the party? No, I don't know. No, College Man did not show up. You got to understand, certain parties inside the north side and the south side never collide. So people who stay on the south side are going to go to south side parties. People who go on the north side going to go to the north side parties. And if you're a south sider traveling into the north side, you never have to worry about your groups of people mixing ever. That's how segregated Chicago is. Okay. But how long was the party? The party, I think the party started like at 7 o'clock, but it didn't end till about maybe 6 in the morning. Yeah. Well, it was over at 6. It was over. It was over at about maybe 4. But people were still laid up outside. I mean, anywhere there was grass in my backyard, people were all over it. And I watched over them because they locked the gate, locked people inside the gate. So, because they couldn't stay in my house. Shit, I don't know these people. Y'all can sleep outside in the damn lawn. I had people sleep on the stairs. It was terrible. They would sleep on the front porch, on the stairs, because they didn't want to drive under influence. We had people that fucked up. I'm telling you, we carried my neighbor. He had to come get his wife, okay, and carry her home. One woman had to come get her sons to go get her husband because he was over here fucked up. And to this day, they was like, that was the best fucking party I ever had in my entire life. I ain't never had this much fun in my life as an adult. You know what I'm saying? And we have light-hearted parties, me and my friends. So that's one of my stories. That is a true story. Come to one of past parties and your ass is bound to never want to leave my house. Because we have a ball. And I do put on shows. I am not going to lie. Christmas parties at my house are amazing too. Because we are lip sync champions in this family, okay? I can lip sync you down. At Christmas time. At Christmas with my family lip syncing, shit, we have entire contests and everything, outfits. We are decked out. Okay? We come, even the little babies participate. We come to slay. And I give gifts of money or family gifts that everybody could go and take advantage of the winners. That's what we do. Yep. You could do for Christmas. That's what I used to do at work. I used to plan all of our Christmas parties and our events. And I have a ball. I could come up with all kind of stuff. I'm a fun person. You got to understand. It's never gonna be a fucking boring moment hanging around with my ass. That's why if we ever do a girls trip, y'all will be like, that shit. We'll have adventures of our own. From the plane all the way home. No, I have never been to Vegas. I sent my mom to Vegas, but I've never been to Vegas, and I'll tell you why, Light Angle. I don't like losing money. Okay, I have gone to the boats here in Indiana, and I'll tell you, I don't like losing money. Gambling is not a thing for me. It's not a thing for me. I hate losing cash. Like I might do something. You ain't gonna do. See, that's the thing about me. Now, if you hung out with my other friends, your ass might do some shit you regret. But hanging out with Pat, I'm not gonna let you do no shit you regret. Just don't bring no goddamn edibles, and we gonna be cool. Nobody bring no edibles. It's gonna be a fucking black. It's gonna be a black woman, Chinese, white girl, Taya trip, like the fucking Hangover. Like, oh, these women over here is like straight Hangover movie. We would be it would be the Hangover remake, and it would be more funnier than the movie Hangover. Okay, it's like I don't like losing movies. I don't like that. I don't like. I really liken a going to Vegas like putting your money on the street and just saying, "Come on, y'all, just take my cash." I just can't fuck with gambling. I've never been a gambler. And then how I watched another true story. My auntie, we went to the casino over in Indiana. And I'm just going there just to waste time to hang out with her. My auntie turned into another motherfucker when it comes down to gambling, okay? First of all, we get there and she just burst out the car, running to the fucking goddamn casino. I'm like, is it that serious? I'm like, is somebody playing and they having a concert here? No, she's just trying to get to her machine. Then we get in there and she's playing and I come by her. She turns into a whole nother person. Get the fuck away from me. You're messing up my rhythm. I'm like, okay, this is some different shit. I've never seen her be this way. So as as I'm going around, I'll sit down and I play a couple of machines, and I happen to sit down at this one machine, and I won some money, and then this lady got up that was next to me, and I literally hit this button, and a ticket came out, and girl, look, it was $700 on that ticket. I was about to say, late, and then the other party said, bitch, you ain't got no money. You better get the fuck up and move. So I go and tell my aunt what happened, and she sits up here and says, you got $700. Go get the money. I'm like, no, I'm not. What's wrong with you? Well, I ain't got no money. So I give her a couple of my, give her some money and let her continue to play. I put that $700 in my motherfucking pocket, okay? And I come back, she don't want some money or whatever. And I said, give me some of your coins or whatever. I go to coins and I go sit down at another machine and I win $500. I was like, ah! I come back and say, I want $500 to her. You know what she told me? Give me the money. That's my money. You won all my money. I said, what the fuck is wrong with you? It was terrible. She changes it to another person, and then I'm through playing because at this point now in my pocket I have $1,400 that I did not have to work for, and I'm like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get the fuck up out of here. So she sits up here and says, "Get me a drink and shut the fuck up." I mean, she changes it to somebody different. I said, honey, I can't hang out with you no more at the casino because I've seen a lot of people switch up like that. They turn into different people. I'm like, no, See, me and you I didn't forget that you my auntie and done cussed your ass the fuck out. But anyway, I don't like that. And then she was like, I ain't got no money. Now she sat there and played all of the money that she won away. I'm walking out with $1,400. I'm walking out with $1,400. And she said up here, man, you threw off my luck. You threw off my luck. And I'm feeling bad. And I sit up there, I was like, here, I'm Margaret. How much money you got? Give me half. I'm like, you know what? Your old ass, you can't come out with me no motherfucking more. No. You can't come out with me. Here's $200 for your fucking hurt ass feelings. But I'm like, I'm sorry, auntie. I can't do it. I can't do you no more, girl. Because you are pressing on that button of respect. Well, my shit about to go out the window. I'm about to tell you what fuck to get off at. Now, that's exactly what I told her. But yeah, you can't. I can't fuck with Vegas. I saw that in Indiana. Indiana is no more than about 30 minutes away from Chicago. And I couldn't imagine taking her to Vegas. If that far away from home and she got issues like that with gambling, yeah, man. No. You don't go nowhere with broke bitches like that. Nope. But anyway, I will see you guys later. I am hungry. I have been busy on this computer. I'm trying to, like I said, make everything interactive for all of us, and that this whole thing will get a little bit more polished as I go on. I promise you. She can still come, just has to penny. She ain't gonna play no penny shots. My Aunt Margaret is a big spender. That have to be at the crap tables. Okay, she's scary. Now you think I might be a little violent. My Aunt Margaret look violent. In fact, she look like one of them old Mexican SA bitches with the drawn on eyebrows that'll fuck your ass up. She ain't playing. She not playing. So all you guys take care. I will see you guys soon. All right. And trust me, next time we'll be a little bit more polished. Today I'm kind of like out of it, but I'm getting used to all of these new platforms. Love you all, Maymays. See you on Wednesday, darlings, at 2 o'clock. Take care.